How can one country combine a powerful one-party political system with one of the most dynamic market economies in the world? How can a state maintain strict political control while allowing rapid innovation, global trade, and private enterprise? And perhaps the biggest question of all, how did China build a system that seems to break the rules of both capitalism and communism? To many observers, it feels contradictory, even impossible, but this system didn't emerge by accident. It was built step by step through crisis, adaptation, and strategy. So is China communist, capitalist, or something entirely new? To understand this hybrid system, we must go back to where it all began. The roots of China's modern political system lie in the collapse of the Qing Dynasty in 1912, which ended centuries of imperial rule and left behind a fragmented and unstable nation. In the decades that followed, China experimented with different political models, including early forms of republican governance inspired by Western democracies. However, these efforts struggled to create unity or stability. Amid this turmoil, the Chinese Communist Party emerged, offering a radically different vision, one centered on centralized authority, social equality, and revolutionary change. After years of conflict, this vision ultimately prevailed with the establishment of the People's Republic of China in 1949 under Mao Zedong. At this stage, the system was not hybrid at all. It was a classic centrally planned communist model, with the state controlling industry, agriculture, and nearly all aspects of economic life. In its early decades, the new system aimed to transform China rapidly through centralized planning and mass mobilization. Policies were designed to eliminate inequality and build a socialist economy, but they also revealed significant challenges. Rigid control over production, limited incentives for innovation, and the sheer complexity of managing a vast economy from the center created inefficiencies. By the late 1970s, it became increasingly clear that while the political system had achieved unity and control, the economic model needed adjustment. China faced a critical question. How could it maintain political stability while improving economic performance? The answer would reshape the system entirely. The transformation began under Deng Xiaoping, who introduced a series of reforms known as reform and opening up. These changes did not abandon the political structure. Instead, they reimagined the role of the economy within it. Markets were gradually introduced, allowing supply and demand to play a greater role in determining prices and production. Private businesses were permitted, and foreign investment was encouraged. Special economic zones became testing grounds for these new ideas, blending state oversight with market mechanisms. What made this approach unique was its pragmatism. Deng famously emphasized results over ideology, focusing on what worked rather than what fit traditional definitions of socialism. This marked the beginning of China's hybrid system. Over time, China's system evolved into a complex blend of centralized political authority and decentralized economic activity. The Chinese Communist Party retained control over key aspects of governance, including political leadership, major state-owned enterprises, and strategic sectors. At the same time, private companies and entrepreneurs were allowed to operate within a regulated framework, driving innovation and growth. This dual structure created a balanced state control, ensured stability, and long-term planning, while market dynamics encouraged efficiency and competition. It was neither purely communist nor purely capitalist. It was something different, a system designed to adapt. As China's economy expanded, it became increasingly integrated into the global system. Trade, investment, and technological exchange connected China to markets around the world. Many outside observers believed that economic integration would eventually lead to political liberalization, following patterns seen in other countries. But this assumption did not hold. China continued to develop economically while maintaining its existing political structure. Rather than converging with Western systems, it reinforced its own model, demonstrating that economic openness did not necessarily require political change. This outcome surprised many and challenged long-standing assumptions about development and governance. In the modern era, China's hybrid system has incorporated new tools and technologies to manage complexity and maintain control. Data, digital infrastructure and advanced systems are used to monitor economic activity, improve efficiency, and support governance. At the same time, long-term planning remains a key feature, with strategies designed to guide development across decades rather than election cycles. This combination of centralized direction and decentralized execution allows the system to respond to challenges while maintaining overall stability. It is a model that continues to evolve. China's political system cannot be easily classified. It is not simply communist, nor is it purely capitalist. It is a hybrid shaped by history, refined through experimentation, and maintained through careful balance. Its development reflects a broader pattern in China's history, adaptation without abandoning core structures. And this is what makes it both difficult to understand and impossible to ignore. But as this hybrid system continues to evolve, the real question is, will it remain unique to China? Or will it reshape how the world thinks about power, politics, and economic growth?